everyone, it's Larissa from The Organised Nest, and today I'm going to take you through a more detailed look at the daily pages in my planner. These pages are from the Etsy page DIYFish, and this version is the 2.1, a day on 2 pages. You can also get a day on 1 page, or the planner can also come without the daily pages altogether. I like the day on 2 pages because I need lots of room on the second page to jot down notes as things happen during the day, and also to be able to plan in more detail things that are going to be happening. So from the top, the first box is pre-dated for you. Here we have a Martha Stewart dewdrop which has our meal for today written on it. This is part of my meal planning system, and I'll go through that in more detail in another video. Underneath it we have a little I feel box with a little face for you to draw on, and a weather box to record today's weather. Underneath is this quite large box. You can use that for however you please. I've used it to put a motivational quote on. This is just a download I got from a Facebook group, and I've printed it on some sticker paper, cut it down to size and stuck it in. Underneath we have an area for recording your fluid intake. I don't really use my planner to do this, but it would come in handy if that's something that appealed to you. This next section is probably my favourite part of the planner, and something that I wasn't doing before that I'm doing now, and I've seen a huge improvement in my time management. This system I have altered to suit myself, but the general concept comes from the getting things done theory. And if you'd like to read more about that, I'll put a link in the comments below for you. The colours across the top refer to how long I think a particular task is going to take me to complete. So if I highlight a task in yellow, it means I'll be able to complete that in under 5 minutes. Pink, 5 to 10, orange, 10 to 15, green, 15 to 30, and purple, 30 plus. So as I write out my to-do list, in the to-do box, I simply colour code it depending on how long I think that task is going to take me. The reason this works is that I'm a very busy mother. I have a newborn baby and 2 other children, and sometimes I only have a small 5-minute window of opportunity to get something done. Instead of taking the time to scour through all my to-do list and try and think about how long something's going to take me, I can simply look for something that's marked yellow and get that task done. The other great thing about colour coding my time is it allows me to schedule my day. For example, on this day I have quite a few purple tasks, which are quite big chunks of time. So they've been scheduled for today, a Sunday, because I know that I'm going to be home all day and I'll probably have a little bit more time than usual to achieve those. Whereas during the week, you'll find my to-do list does comprise more of 5-minute or 5 to 10-minute tasks, because I get more interruptions during the day and have smaller snippets of time. In the next box, next to my to-do list, you can see some letters there. They refer to the type of task and where I need to be to complete that task. So for example, E stands for email, so I need to be at my computer or at my phone to be able to send that. W stands for web, so I could be doing that on my phone while I'm out and about or feeding the baby. H stands for home, so there's no point looking at that task if I'm out running errands. P is a phone call that I have to make. This helps me group my activities together to be more efficient. So when I'm sitting down at the computer and it's time to send emails, I can have a look at my list and very quickly see, okay, I need to make 3 emails on this day, or I've just got 1 email that I need to get done. It also means I'm not thinking about other tasks when I'm in a place that I can't complete that task. Here I have an index that I've created to help me remember what all of these symbols stand for. And I've just laminated it and punched it so that I can keep it on the day's tasks. I just slip it into the other side of the second page so that I can refer back to them. So next to each task, I put a blank square, and that just simply means that's a task to do today. Once I've started that task, I put a cross through it. This is in case I get interrupted mid-task. When I come back, it's easy for me to have a look, well, what have I started but not finished before I go on to the next job? A cross through the box simply means that that task has now been done. If I scribble out the box altogether or colour it in, it means that for some reason I no longer need to do that task and it can just be cancelled. And the next one is move to the next day. So that's something that I didn't get done, but I really do need to do it quite soon. And I put an arrow in the box and move it when I plan my next day. Next we have the purple words, and we have here the letters that stand for each one. So we've got tasks to be done at the computer. That might be sort of a word processing task or a blog post that I can write without access to the internet. W is for web. That might be some research I need to do, images I need to find, online shopping, emails I need to send, phone calls. D is desk tasks. So this might be something like filling out my planner or going through some filing, writing notes to teachers at school. H is for a home task, so sorting out something, organising, cleaning. And E is for errands I need to run. And underneath here, again, is just the colour codes for how long the task is going to take. The second column on the first page has a 24-hour schedule. You can see down the left-hand side here, it's marked off in half-an-hour intervals. I just use some washi tape to cordon off the day because I'm obviously not doing anything before 5 a.m. and I'm not doing anything after 10 p.m. So I've just used washi tape to block out those times. I mark off the intervals during the day when I've got things planned. So you can see here my first interval is at 6 a.m. and I've got a purple line and it's for me to do emails. The colours in my planner is purple stands for activities I've got to do. Blue is for my son. Pink is for my daughter. So here again, so 6 a.m. was emails. 7 a.m. I had a phone call I wanted to make. Here you can see then I've got 2 lines. So that's an activity that the kids are going to do and something I'm going to do. So that my husband was going to take them to the park, and during that time I would work on my blog. Here you can see at lunchtime there's 4 different coloured marks. That's because all 4 of us will be having lunch together at that time. I used this little top section just for any reminders. So I had somebody's birthday on this particular day. So I've just used a little sticker and written birthday. Over on the second page, so in the middle here I have just my index codes. I've made up some little cards. This is just using a 3x4 Project Life card for tasks that I complete on a regular basis. So this one is for a blog competition. So I had a blog competition finishing on this particular day, and this gives me the step-by-step tasks of the actions I need to take to finish up that competition. That way, instead of continuously writing out the same to-do lists, I can just tick off with a whiteboard marker when I've completed each task to know that that particular competition is now all finished up. So this is the second page of the day on 2 pages, and it just comes as a blank piece of note paper, and on different days I divide it into different categories, but in general I sort of have 3 sections. So the top section, I had a list of things I needed to do for the blog. The middle section was some things I want to keep on adding into my planner. And the bottom section, I've got study. So this was this week I wanted to organise some cutting practice for my daughter, and we'd be focusing on the letters T and I. So that's a closer look at my planner, and in particular my day on 2 pages spread. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask about this insert, please leave me a comment below. You can also check out theorganisednest.com for blog posts relating to my planner.
For more organising tips, head over to theorganisednest.com.